Hey chillins, welcome to Storytime with Varden. My name is Varden Empress, and we are going to have an unboxing today. Yes, I got a I was not expecting I was expecting because I wanted it to happen, but we had a little bit of um packaging stuff happen. My package came when it was like a little bit later than I was expecting. But it came at the right time. So that's good. Ooh. And Mary is over on Facebook. Awesome. Hello, Mary. Good to see you. And again, to let you know, I think it was okay the last time that we had a chat. But on Facebook, the Facebook recording is going to be put up on YouTube later on because as of yet, I can't do the whole like StreamYard where I do the stream to multiple platforms. And also, I cannot stream to Instagram at the same time as Facebook. It's a whole weird thing. So, if you are on Facebook and if you do not want your comments to show up, please let me know. So, good afternoon, Christopher Monso. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to this is what we're my address. So this is what we're going to be opening up today in a few minutes. I am going to pour myself El Drinko because that's what I do every time. So, how is everybody doing? Got the old reliable. I went back to sparkling ice. That's usually my summer drink. So, oh, everybody says hi over on El Facebook. I don't know why I'm saying L in front of everything today. So excited. So. Yeah, it came in the mail literally last night. I had an inkling to go check the mail. I don't usually check the mail on Saturday nights because it usually doesn't come. But I'm glad it did because I got what I needed. So that's great. So, I might spill. So Chris says, "Hello, Mary. Good day, Chris." Isn't that Australian? I'm also trying to look at the camera a little bit more on both of these things at the same time, so I'm going to look like that SpongeBob meme, where his eyes are going in different directions. So a little housekeeping. I'm going to do this pretty quick because Chris is probably at work. So again, the Choco Cat stuff is over on my store. Here's the get that out of the box real quick. I'll do this quickly. All the stuff for the people who are just coming in, new people. Here's for the Instagram folks. For the Facebook folks, again, my phone is like right here for Instagram and my laptop thing. I need to figure this situation out because I do want to do both at the same time. It's very live streams are time consuming. They're fun, but I don't want to do multiple live streams in one day when I'm basically saying the same stuff. So there is Choco Cat. It's a reminder. I sent one out last week to somebody on my Instagram. Thank you so much for that order. That was very nice of you. It is always a pleasure to send out orders. I'm always happy to do that. Also, my summertime shirt. I have a whole story with that shirt, but I want to get this done. Looks like you have a nice SS straw. It is a metal straw. I decided to go with metal straws for a variety of reasons. They're better for the environment, obviously, than plastic. I mean, they're not ideal. The wooden ones are probably the best ones. But I liked it because they're iridescent and kind of like goes with my vibe. So I'm supposed to be. Yeah, you're supposed to be at work, but we'll all be quiet about that. So anyway, I am too excited to open this. So we are going to dig into this. Hopefully no one saw. Stainless steel. Okay, that's what that meant. Thank you. I was just like, I wasn't really sure. I was like kind of thinking that was what it was, but it is a Sunday morning, so open this. Always the Sunday morning confusion. This is tighter than I was expecting in my we'll get through this. It's just a little bit. Am I gonna have to get my knife? I don't want to use my teeth because my teeth are pretty soft. All right. No, that's a straw. Ooh. All right, y'all ready? Oh, that's back. Here it is, the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. I saw this on Amazon. We're not going to say those words today. I'm not going to put that comment up. I don't want to get my stuff demonetized. I mean, I can't get my monetization yet because I still got to take off the theme song because the theme song is owned by somebody and I didn't buy it from them. So I gotta fix the theme song situation before I get monetization. But here is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot deck that I wanted for a very long time. Let's see if people on Facebook can see that. The glare is very disappointing. There you go. Let's dig in. Oh, it doesn't even have the thing on it. Cool. This is the back, by the way. It looks pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the Tarot Weight deck, which is the original tarot deck. And I bought this used. That's why there's a little thing on there is like slightly cheaper. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it is a great looking deck. I've never seen the inside of this, so this is pretty all very new to me. I really like the art, like on there. Ooh. It's got a little booklet like my old deck. You guys, that's funny. What are you doing? Chewing on the box? Yeah, there's probably like a gremlin or something chewing on the box. And look at that, y'all. I think that's what the back of the cards look like. Again, this is like the very cool. I'm going to use this when I'm in Salem. But I also want, what is this? There's a for news and information, follow Los Scarabio Tarot on Instagram. Okay. Gremlin eats cardboard. Confirmed. Yeah. There's no one on Instagram right now, so. Okay. Oh. I like the way this deck feels in my hand, just like physically. It's just like really smooth. Very nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. All the cool things. Now, these are so pretty much all tarot decks have the same general archetypes, but they're interpreted in different ways, which is really fun to learn about. Let me situate myself so I can start reading them off. I'm basically just going to be going through this tarot deck today. That's just the plan. So let's see. All right. So again, I showed you this. Let's look at it. So this was obviously, to me, shuffled before it was given to me. So I'm going to have to cleanse and shuffle it later on at my earliest convenience because I like doing that before. You know, you're supposed to do that when you get a new deck. I'm not going to be reading from this deck today because I have not done the mystical things that you have to do when you get a tarot deck. So, but I will in the future, definitely. What you're supposed to do, pretty much, what I do is that I use like incense and then I put my intention into it and give it the good vibes. So that's my little ritual. Not everybody does it, but that's what I do. So, all right. Okay, so that was Justice. There was a review on this deck, and someone didn't like it because I don't know if I want to go too much into it, but they're just saying like there's a bunch of white people in here, and I'm just like, it's a European deck though. Like, so, I don't understand that. Ooh, I like that. The Hermit is pretty much my card. I don't know. Can you all see it on Facebook? I have like half the screen for me is kind of like I can't see it because I got my phone in the way, but let me see how clear it is. Just let me know for all my Facebook people. So, oh, I like this deck. I like the personality in this deck. There's the devil. This is actually kind of terrifying. I really like it. Nice. Okay, cool. Y'all can see it. Good, good. So yeah, I like the energy that this deck has got going for it. It's very y'all know that I like Deviant Moon Tarot. That's the deck that I started out with. It's got a very similar. That one's darker. This one's more playful, at least to me. There's the Tower. Oh, it's got a pumpkin head on the top. That is so cool. That is really cool. Oh, I gotta agree. Too many honkies in this deck. Yeah, I don't know though. Oh, there's someone on Instagram. Hello. I think that is Ladybird 2D2. I think that is Steph. Hello. Hi, Steph. How's it going? Steph is on Instagram. We got 3 people. We got 4 people total. That is probably the most I have had in a while. We're going through the doing an unboxing of the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. It looks very cool. Just going through that today. I got it used. That's why it has the thing on it. So yes, it is. I'm doing okay, Steph. Oh, there's another person in here. Happy Pumpkin 22 in my Instagram. Hello. Judging by your name, I think you would find this deck very cool. Jack-o'-lantern tarot. Got this today on an unboxing. 2 2 audiences at the same time. Let's see how quickly this blows up. I have faith in myself that I'm doing okay though. So this is the High Priestess. Very cool. What does this remind me of? It's got a little bit of Babylonian vibes too, which is different. I've never it's like medieval Babylonian, European, almost Renaissance-y thing going on. Not really, kind of like on the cusp. I would assume so. I don't know. My throat. Let's see. This is the Hanged Man. So for those of you who are just jumping in on Instagram and anyone new, I like to go through this stuff, and it is on. Basically, I'm trying to make I am making a live stream podcast because I got the idea from someone on Instagram who was doing it, and I thought, you know what, I live stream regularly anyway, so why not? Seems like a good opportunity for me to do several things at the same time. This is Temperance, which is look at the detail on the top. Look at that. See if you notice the detail on the top. It says Virgin Mary for the last one. Yeah, I kind of get that Virgin Mary vibe. Let me see. I'm assuming you're talking about this one. So that's a couple cards back. So Charlene. What's happening? Oh, my computer's doing stuff. I can't see it. Cancel. All right. Hello, Charlene. Juliet Reads on Instagram. Hello. We are doing the Jack-o'-lantern tarot deck unboxing today. Hispanic prayer candle vibe. Yes. There are so many of those candles here in New Mexico. I mean, it makes sense for it to be, but I see them all the time. It's funny. There's the Emperor. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, there's just so many details in this that I'm just like, I love the detailing in it. The glare is not helping. There you go. There's the detailing for Instagram people, for Facebook people. Yeah, I like this deck. It's very cool. I've never. Here's the infamous death card. Chris Brown and I were talking about the death card this morning. Fun fact: the death card does not always mean death. It usually means either the ending of something or a very important transformative moment in someone's life. So, well, if Old Mexico has a bunch, it's only natural the New Mexico will also have that. Yeah. It's funny. The death card is I really like this death card. The other one, the one from my other deck is the vibe's a little different. I kind of like this vibe more. It actually looks like a Grim Reaper, as opposed to the other one, which is just a horse lady stepping on somebody. So, this one is Judgment. You know, there's a lot of nudity in these, and I don't know if Facebook's going to pick up on that, or Instagram for that matter. I haven't had any of my posts with nudity on cards like this flagged yet, except for one. A horse lady stepping on somebody sounds like a party. It's a party over there on Deviant Moon Tarot deck. So. The Chariot. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like the different interpretations of the tarot cards. Yeah, this one has a different energy that the other one didn't. The other one was very somber, very very dark. This one's a lot more playful, so it's has a not a sense of humor, I would say, but this one definitely has nudity on it. All right, let's see if this gets me flagged. It's a very beautiful card, though. You know, it's the algorithm needs to understand, or the people who make the algorithm need to understand that there is such a thing as tasteful nudity. You know, we had that in. Yeah. This deck is a lot more classical. Definitely has Rider-Waite vibes. It's got the which was the original tarot deck. I definitely get those vibes from this one, which is very different from me. This one is interesting. Also, again, I'm not even going to say anything about it anymore because I'm just like, whatever happens is going to happen. If I get flagged, who cares? But you're seeing it now, so that's the important thing. And you'll see it more and more again when I do the actual readings. So like, I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like kind of tired of caring about those kinds of things. So on social media, so. Oh, this one, lots of skeletons, and this one has a lobster. I don't know what the lobster means, or maybe that's that's not a scorpion. That's a oh, I don't know what that is. Can someone tell me what that thing is? Because I don't know if it's a lobster or a scorpion. I wanna say it's a scorpion, but it doesn't have the stinger on the back, and it looks more like a scorpion than a lobster. I need help with this one. I like that though. If it's in any relation to Scorpio, that would be cool. Yeah, 10 years from now, I'm just gonna be in Facebook jail because of this tarot deck. That's what's gonna happen. So that's a rock lobster. Okay, cool. I learned a new thing today. A rock lobster. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a lobster or a scorpion. I was just like, the stinger's not there, so yeah, lobster. Is it coming out of the water? Yeah, I think it was coming out of the water. Yeah, you can see it on the water. Kind of floating on the water, just like, I don't know. There's a lot more to take in with these. There's a lot more symbolism. This deck is going to be trickier to read than the other one because a lot of the tarot, it deals with visual B52s. Rock Lobster. Oh, the B-52s. Reminds me, I was with the lady. I was shopping with her a long time ago. We were at Michael's or something, and then the B-52's Love Shack just comes on the radio, and she says, "Oh, I hate this song." And I'm just like, I can understand why you kind of hate the song, but I don't know why. It's a weirdly catchy song for me. Now it's stuck in my head. Love Shack. This one's nice. It's got interesting vibes. There's the lovers, but there's a skeleton in the back, which is like, that's interesting. Slightly morbid. I mean, I know it's a jack-o'-lantern deck, so I can't expect it to be too lively. It's funny. This is the Hierophant. Lots going on, and there's cats on this one. See the cats at the top? Chris Brown will like that. Yeah, the cats and the two monks and the there's a little bit of a, I don't want to say biblical reference, but you know, there was this thing where the things with the four faces. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that Chris likes the cats. So, there's no one on Instagram anymore. I think I scare people away. Strength. Yeah, this has a lot more symbolism than the other one. So I'm gonna have to read the actual booklet and see the deeper meanings. Because every deck has its own, like there's the baseline interpretation, the basic one, and then you have the like more nuanced interpretations, which is more helpful for readings, which is nice. Good. I like this deck though. It's come along very nice. So. The wheel. This looks suspiciously like Ezekiel's wheel. I mean, not that much, but you know, you kind of get that a little bit. At least I do. That's the interpretation I kind of get. I know that's interesting because the other one has the Wheel of Fortune, I think, or the World. I think that might be the same card. I don't know. I'm gonna table this card because I'm getting different. Cause sometimes you get different. Things are called different things in different decks, but they're the same thing. And I wonder if that's the same thing as a Wheel of Fortune. It probably is. Oh, this one's nice. Mostly. That's very cool. The Fool. First card in the deck. This thing was definitely shuffled before. Yeah, I need to clean it. Do my stuff. Do the magic stuff with it. Oh. The Magician. Very cool. Kind of like the owl symbolism for like wisdom. Because the Magician is the person in the card in the deck who's like beginning to realize their skill and putting it to use and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Wisdom. This is the World. Okay, so I thought those two cards. Okay, so I got to figure out what the wheel is in the other deck because this is the World, which what I thought that the wheel one was, but it's not. The World. It's when you come full circle in your hero's journey. That's what the world means. I think the wheel is something different. I think the wheel is kind of like, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, when you spin the wheel and you get what you get type thing, and then you have to like deal with it. Yes, Venus and Pumpkin. I like that. The Empress. I could stare at these cards all day. There's so much going on with these cards. It's really cool. The Empress. Okay, this is Ace of Pentacles, so we're getting into the minor arcana. Ace of Pentacles. I've been kind of obsessed with Pentacles lately because it has to do with material stuff. I've been very materialistic lately because of my job. But it's nice to get money. So that's really interesting. We got the pelvic bone of some sort of animal with a bat skeleton inside. No, wait, no, that's not a pelvic bone. That doesn't make any sense, though. I mean, I know it's a fantasy world, but like, that's interesting. Just like, probably means something. 7 of Pentacles. Lots of pelvic bones I'm noticing. I have some thoughts about that, but I'm not sure. Knight of Pentacles. We got a cool dragon boy and a bat flying a pumpkin around. That's cool. These are definitely very interesting cards. 8 of Pentacles. Lots of bats, too. I like that. It's cool, but lacking in any and all pelvis. We need those pelvic bones. 10 of Pentacles. I really like the tarot decks that have like whole entire scenes painted. Because the more like art that you get on there, at least for me, it's really nice. I like it. Attention to detail. 4 of Pentacles. I wonder what they have for the wands. These wands are also pretty cool. 4 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. We got a witch-looking person. I also like the Pentacles because they look more like coins than the last one. The last one, they look more like saucers than coins in my last deck. 3 of Pentacles. There is a interesting, it looks like Jesus. I don't know if that was intentional for it to look like Jesus, but that's funny. Oh man, that's funny. 2 of Pentacles. Oh nice, this one's by the ocean. The ocean. And 6 of Pentacles, we got... Oh, that's interesting. Person wearing either a turban or I don't know what kind of hat that is. Looks like candy corn. The one on the top looks like a candy corn hat. Got the cool scales and everything, so... Page of Pentacles. There's a lot going on in this one. Yeah, I was thinking that too, the medieval floppy hat. King of Pentacles. The businessman. There's a little bit of Western vibe with those cow skulls. Interesting. Don't see that too often in medieval paintings. Queen of Pentacles. Excuse me. Had a chorizo burrito for breakfast. I like that everything is pumpkins and bats and skulls and pelvic bones. Oh man, Out of context, that will sound very scary. Five of Pentacles, there's death again. Yeah, Five of Pentacles is a very sad card. Mary says, the artwork reminds me of very old religious art. Yeah. Plus old children's books mixed with pumpkins and the Wizard of Oz. Yes. Actually, that is a very accurate description of this deck. I'm getting those vibes too. Yeah, the Wizard of Oz too. I was a couple of other things I was looking at. Four of Cups. Got the Dead Tree. I believe this one cups have to do with relationships and emotions and stuff like that, and intuition. It's rattling off the information that I remember. I still need to use the booklet sometimes. I'm just like to make sure. Like I kind of know it offhand, but I'm just at the same time I'm just like, what is it? King of Cups. You got vultures, but they're the turkey vultures and not the other vultures. They look like condors almost. That's pretty cool. You got cards that you're just like, I kind of catch myself wanting certain cards because they say certain things that are more favorable at certain times. Not supposed to do that. Knight of Cups. This one is pretty interesting because, well, I mean, all of them are, but like the armor that this person is wearing is really cool. It just kind of stood out to me. I want to see all the knights. We already got the Knight of Pentacles, and that was the Knight of Cups. This is 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. Actually, the last card. Oh yeah, it is 10. Yeah, they only go up to 10. Each goes up to 10. It goes from ace. Yeah, ace to 10. So, a little bit of tarot facts for y'all. 6 of Cups. The other one meant nostalgia, but I don't know if this is the same thing. Again, the general like meaning is the same usually across the decks, but you have to like there's always different interpretations. 9 of Cups, more bats, and a very interesting hat. I've never seen a hat that looks like that before. That's cool. I like the hat. It's like a turnip or like some sort of gourd or something. Turnips aren't gourds, but no. A root fruit. 5 of Cups. There was another deck that someone on Instagram suggested to me, but I didn't feel that connected to it, so I didn't get it. But it was an interesting deck. It's more like fantasy, not as dark as what I usually read, which is like this kind of stuff. But you know. 2 of Cups. This one reminds me of the art in the back anyway. Reminds me of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when I used to read them. There was certain art that was drawn during that time when the 3 release in the 90s, maybe. I can't remember. Or I was reading like an older like copy that had that art, that kind of art in it, and I liked it. Ace of Cups. I feel like this is what Europe would look like if if paganism was like allowed to flourish more. I feel like it would look a lot like that. That would be an interesting like alternative history. I wonder if that's like the backstory for this deck. That'd be really cool. Page of Cups again with the animals on the clothing. That's a really interesting take, like the beak and stuff. Hirelings, basically. Eight of Cups. We got the owl. Who's the moon? I don't know if you all can see that, but there's like a little, I don't know, it's very difficult to see. If you look, oh wait, if I do it at the side, you'll see it. Woo. Don't catch the glare, you can see the owl. That's pretty cool. Three of Cups, you got the animal hats. I remember those masquerade balls. Oh, I didn't notice that. The bramble up there on the top. That's pretty cool. There's a with all the animal masks and stuff like that. I don't know where that thought was going. So. Queen of Cups. We got some cherubs in here. Well, they're not cherubs, but you know they're fat younglings. I don't know. They're not cherubs. They don't have any wings or anything. I don't know what those things are. They're kind of creepy. So, what is this? Queen of Cups. I'll have to look at that. See what that means later on. Seven of Cups. Oh, this one's interesting. Got a person with giant hands, and things coming out of these cups. That's interesting. The hands are what's getting me. That's the hand situation is crazy. That's fun. This is a pretty interesting deck. There's a lot going on. Three of Swords. This is the heartbreak card. That's interesting. Knight of Swords. Someone's flying a giant owl. There's a lot of interesting size situations going on. And that raven is flying off with the scales. That's interesting. Let's see, what was oh, there's another person on Instagram. Hello. I'm just unboxing the Jack-o'-lantern tarot deck. We're about halfway through. A little over halfway. This is the Four of Swords. We got a little bit of stained glass action in the background. I'm assuming that's stained glass right there. Looks like it. Working on your TikTok ad. Nice. Yeah, the armor is really cool. On the last one, just show that again. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Like Goth Knight. I like it. That is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Two of Swords. I believe that is victory. I don't know if that's the same meaning in this deck. I might have to relearn an entire new thing. So, Nine of Swords. I feel like Nine of Swords is pretty universal. It is the ultimate anxiety that you can feel. It is a very you don't want to draw this card unless it's reversed. The reverse of this card is like situations getting better. But, you know. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Ace of Swords. Was it the Ace of Swords or Two of Swords? That was victory. Now I'm confusing myself. I do have the booklet. I'll go through the booklet after. We're just looking at the cards today. So the Six of Swords. Interesting. The Six of Swords from my last deck was escaping a dangerous or negative situation. It looks like it's the same here. You're kind of being shipped off by across the river Styx. So I don't know if that's supposed to be the river Styx, but I'm just like I have a feeling that it is. Just with all this like the imagery and everything. So 8 of Swords. Yeah, the swords are really like this person. I feel like it's the same meaning. This person trapped in a situation that they can easily get out of. They're just like mentally trapped. So blind, they're blind to how to get out of a certain situation. So that's I feel like that's what it means here. But again, I'm not 100% sure because again, the interpretation for this may be slightly different than what I'm used to. So. King of Swords. This guy has a very large sword. Check out how long that blade is. Look at how long it is. Oh my god. I mean, it's cool, but I'm just like, that thing's got to be heavy. Like, I wouldn't want to wield that in battle. Like, it could probably like do a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay, I really. That sword is so ridiculous. I love it. Long Shanks. Yeah, the swords are more about like intellect or like problem solving and stuff like that. Logic, all those things, brainy things. 10 of Swords is the absolute worst situation that you could possibly be in. This is agony and anguish. I already know that's what it means. It's always the same. Like swords are pretty like universally like the same meaning. From what I've seen, like different tarot decks, that is like suffering, like the worst possible pain that you can imagine. It's never a really good thing. 9 and 10 of Swords are probably, they're actually usually worse than the Tower and the Death cards, because at least with the Tower and the Death cards, you can kind of glean some positive stuff from it. But those are just like, you were in absolute pain, and yeah, it kind of sucks right now. Page of Swords. Again, this has to do with intuition, intellect. What was it called? The other one said Keeper of Secrets. I don't know if it applies to this one. That's a little bit more specific. I must have been going through a lot of Swords cards recently because I'm remembering them very easily. Queen of Swords. I like the Vulture. That is a really cool throne. I would be down to sit in a throne like that. That'd be really cool. Again, she has a very large sword too. I mean, it's not exaggerated like the king, but like they're very just long swords. It's like, I don't know why the king's sword threw me off more than the other ones. It's such a long sword. Those clouds. Let me see. Ah, yeah. I noticed them, but I was just like, oh, that's cool. I just noticed the throne more. Yeah. Clouds of Death. 7 of Swords. This cloud is pretty cool. You look at that cloud, it's literally a bat. Bat cloud. Very cool. Oh, definitely, yeah. That's another reason why I'm going through it like this, to make sure that all the cards are here. They're very out of order. I'm just going to have to go through it later on and make sure they're in order. Part of me wishes that I had got the brand new deck. I mean, it's not in bad condition at all, but it's usually better to pay the extra money. But I think I saved like $4 or something. Yeah, that's a good idea, Eric. Thank you. Knight of Wands. We're in the Wands now. There's a lot going on in this one. The Knight of Wands in the other deck was a person riding a giant bug. So yeah, that's interesting. Two of Wands. Now we got a person with a hat that I'm probably going to steal for this Halloween. A bat hat. I like that. That's pretty cool. Ace of Wands. This is pretty dark, I'm gonna say. Someone holding a spinal cord. That's 3 heads on it. That's very interesting. I kind of like it. Ace of Wands. King of Wands. The wands on this are very interesting because they're kind of like the wands you find out in nature. Not like the Harry Potter ones too much, so that's new. I like that. 3 of Wands. What's going on with my phone? Who is texting me? I'm not going to answer that phone. 5 of Wands. Again with the pelvic bones. Yeah, really showing off those pelvic bones and the cloud head. Yeah, very interesting. This is very, yeah, I like this deck. I just like the energy of this deck. 4 of Wands. I'm blanking on the wand meanings, y'all. I haven't looked at wands in a while. I've been focusing more on Pentacles and Swords lately, as it's those are the things that are very difficult for me to process. And it's like a challenge, you know, like the practical stuff, the material stuff has always been a challenge for me. That's why I'm focusing more on those. What a wonderful Christmas wreath. I want this Christmas wreath. I want it for Halloween. I'm going to put it up on Halloween and keep it up till New Year's Day. I like that. Page of Wands. I feel like, did we already do this? Or is it just this thing? Okay, it's this thing that I recognize. I have no idea what that is. It's very interesting. I'm assuming it's just their world, and the hat just has a feather with an owl coming out of it, which is really cool. But, man, what would we like to live in a world like that? It would be so interesting. 10 of Wands. Oh, 10 of Wands, I remember. It is a... so this is one of the few wand cards that has to do with, like, not pain necessarily, but an overwhelming burden. As you can see, this person is holding something that's very difficult to hold, but it's just enough where it's not too much for them. So that's what that card means, at least in the other deck. So 9 of Wands. I like that all the wands have skulls on them. So I should make my own wand. That would be so cool. I've been wanting to make one for a while. 7 of Wands. This is the wands are also so huge. They're enormous. It's not a pelvic bone. I'm slightly disappointed that it's not a pelvic bone. So. 6 of Wands. I think 6 of Wands is a hero, from what I remember, or someone rushing in to save the day. Queen of Wands. In the other deck, this was interesting. I forget what it meant in the other one. It is an attractive woman, but it was also something else. So that's very specific. So, and last of all is 8 of Wands. All right, that is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot deck. I'm gonna have to go through it, make sure everything's in there. I'm pretty sure it is. You know, just to check, make sure. Maybe even compare it to the other deck and see the Skull Garden. Yeah, I really like this deck though. It's I'm glad I got it. It was a very good use of my money. Here's the little booklet. Let's take a look. Oh, this is in different languages. That's interesting. English, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. That is, I've never seen that before. That's very interesting. The descriptions in here are very, I'm going to have a lot of fun reading these descriptions. Just skimming them, I can see them being very interesting. So we are at 12:53 over here in Albuquerque. I got time for questions or anything that you all want to discuss before I log out. Let me see. So again, this is the live streaming podcast, Storytime with Varden. It's going to be recorded, put onto YouTube. Remember to head over onto my YouTube if you want to see other stuff. I do want to make other content on there, but for the moment, it's just going to be these posted once a week. I just want to tell the algorithm that I am indeed alive and not dead, because it probably thinks that I'm dead. I just want to make sure that like all of my, as many social media things as I can, I want to be consistent, and this helps me be consistent because I can come back every week for this. So I'm trying to look at two cameras at the same time. So. Yeah, I really liked the deck. It was great. It's an awesome deck. I'm gonna have a lot of fun digging into it later. So if you don't want to stay live, you can message me later. Is there a general book on tarot cards for dummies you can recommend? There are so many books on tarot that I've been looking at. I don't have one that I recommend specifically. There is one, oh God, I think it was like Basic Tarot or something. I also, most of the tarot research that I do, I just like Google it. That's usually what I do. I prefer to learn tarot specifically deck by deck. That's how I like to do it. But if I have a question that goes further than the deck and something that like for technique and stuff like that, or for like spreads that aren't mentioned in the like in the booklets like this, that's usually what I go for. I Google like, oh, what are these spreads that I for this specific question or stuff like that. Usually, generally speaking, they're really from what I've seen is that the more complicated your question is, the more complicated the spread is going to be. I usually do a draw one card a day or every weekday, like a question, what do I need to learn today? And that kind of helps me practice, but it also kind of helps me like think about, okay, I'm going to be thinking about this one thing today for this deck. So that usually helps me out. Again, I do things the lazy way, so take what I say with a grain of salt. I don't like. I like learning things a little slower. I don't like having a whole bunch of information dumped onto me at once. I kind of like to learn things as I go. Kind of like pick up something like a little inkling of information every day kind of thing. I don't like the whole like info dump. I used to be able to do that. I can't really do that anymore. That's just how I do it. There's a bunch of ways to if you like a bunch of information at once. There's a ton of books out there. What was it? I think it was like Tarot for Beginners. I found it on Scribd. Again, there's a bunch of, especially on Scribd, there's a bunch of PDFs that have like shorter stuff too. That helps me a lot. They have like articles on there too that like help me. So yeah, I prefer deck by deck. That just, for me personally, that's how I do it. Again, because it's the deck by deck thing also helps me like, I learn not just by reading, I learn by doing most of the times. like reading, and you've probably noticed this about me already, but like reading something, it doesn't stick as well as actually applying that knowledge, at least for me. So I prefer to do it in a more practical sense, but I know a lot of other people, they can read things and pick it up like that. I might not be that smart, so that's just kind of how I do it. I prefer the practical approach anyway. I don't know. That's just how I like to learn things. I gotta be touching things. I gotta be saying things. I have to do a whole lot for the information for me to sink in. I don't know why it's like that, but like I'll pick up stuff really quick. But the memory doesn't stay there. It's like it takes a long time for the information to actually be there for me to say, to rattle it off my tongue like normal people. So I have to learn things 31 times when like other people learn it once. It's sad. Anyway, I got a little off topic. We are 2 minutes till the time. Just want to do some housekeeping stuff. So I do have, for those of you people who are seeing the recording at the last minute, hello. There's nobody else in there, but I do have the Choco Cat buttons, pins, whatever these things are called. Those are all on my Storytime with VardenStore.com on Shopify. I have a domain now, so that's fun. Again, here are the Choco Cat stickers. Perfect for spooky season, I must say. Cool cards. Thank you for sharing them with us. Nice show. Thank you so much, Mary, for coming. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I got 4 people today. That's just on Facebook. I got 3 people on Instagram for a few minutes, but that was awesome. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming in today. I got one more thing to plug, I swear. Just want to make sure everybody can see this, and people on YouTube as well later on when they see the recording. So just want to make sure that's visible. Yeah, I want to do this more regularly. I want to do this every Sunday like I used to. So get back to ye old Storytime days, because the world's still crazy and I still need to make videos. So lucky number 7. Choco Cat. Yeah, Choco Cat's the new fave. So for Instagram people, see you next week. I am ending Instagram right now. What's happening? Technology. End video. Share that. Cool. Awesome. All right. Instagram people are all done. And Facebook people, thank you so much for coming in today. I will see you next Sunday. And thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to go back on the branding. So, all right. See y'all next week. Bye-bye.